Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Mora, and today I'm going to be doing my first ever Midnight Talks video. So for my first ever segment, I'm going to talk about all the concerts I've been to this year, and I'm also going to sneak in a little tiny story about when they filmed A Complete Unknown near me. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay. I have to write it down on my phone because I tend to forget a lot. Okay. So this is for the Hispanic people out there. I went to Aventura's concert this year, and I was on floor. I was a little bit back. I was like section C on floor, and I rate that concert. Well, first, I'm going to be rating these concerts out of stage presence, the actual stage, lighting, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I really need. And also just who they are and how good I think it actually was. So, for Aventura, stage presence was amazing. I rate stage presence a 9 out of 10. It was so good. They were really engaging. They brought people on stage, which I thought was really cool. They also had an A stage and a B stage, and that was also really cool. Being on floor was a different experience. It was so awesome. It was my first time ever being on a floor, so I think that also brought more to their stage presence. But I think that's a 9 out of 10. And then for the actual stage, so as I said, they had two stages. They had an A stage and a B stage, and they had like this globe that had their name on it. I found that really cool. So I do also rate stage. Actually, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Because I wanted to see the other part. And when you're on floor, you can't really see them on B stage. And it's kind of sad. But it's okay. Definitely 8.5 out of 10. And then lighting. Lighting, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it was pretty good. Yeah, overall, I'll just give Aventura's concert a 9 out of 10. I think it was really good, and you definitely should check them out if you're not Hispanic. And if you are Hispanic, I still think you should check them out because they're really amazing, and you know, I grew up with their music, so I think they're just awesome. Okay. So I went to Billie Eilish's concert in October. Guys, actually the best experience of my entire life. It's so hard to put into words. I rated her concert overall a 12 out of 10, but if I'm being honest, it's like 1,000 out of 10. It was so good. She was phenomenal. Her voice was phenomenal. Her crowd presence, her crowd engagement, not presence, was phenomenal. Her stage presence was phenomenal. Just everything about the concert was phenomenal. So I rate 10 out of 10 across the board. Lighting might actually be an 11 out of 10 because you felt like you were in a club. It was so good. I definitely rate that a 10 out of 10. Her stage presence, 11 out of 10. Her stage, that is a big one. I think that a lot of other artists should take some tips. If you're listening, other artists should take some tips because that was actually the best stage. It was like a round stage where you could see her no matter where you were sitting. And I know a lot of people talk about this, but it was so awesome. Like, I loved it. I was in the 200s and I could still see her really perfectly, and she's honestly just one of a kind. Truly, it was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. That's all I have to say about that one. I rated a 12/20 out of 10 because it was just that good. I think that everyone should really go and see her concerts once in their life because she's honestly so awesome and she's one of a kind. But yeah, okay, so now transitioning from our concert talks to the big story of the week. Earlier this year, near my house, like in my hometown, they were filming for A Complete Unknown, and it was one of the craziest experiences ever. They were filming it like right outside of this building I was in, and I got to see like a scene being filmed, and it was so crazy because actually, yeah, let me start from the beginning. Let me tell you the whole story. So in the beginning, I remember seeing like all of these vintage cars and trucks pull up, and I was like, oh, finally they're filming something. And for me, this is big because I'm a film like maker, and I remember seeing it all, and I was like, what if it's that Timothee Chalamet movie that is like coming here? And I remember going up to this one person, I think they were a PA, and I was like, hey, like, what are you guys filming here? And they were like, oh, it's this movie, A Complete Unknown. And I was just like, oh, oh, that's crazy, right? And obviously, you know, they can't really tell you who's in the movie to keep, you know, people and fans away. But me being me, I knew that it was the movie with Timothee Chalamet. But what I didn't know was that Elle Fanning was also in it. So that entire day, I waited around until, I don't know, it was maybe like 5 o'clock. Like, I waited a while, and I just remember hearing like commotion and everything, and they were filming the scene, and I actually got to stay there. They let me stay there, and I saw them filming it, and from the corner of my eye, I go like this, and I see like just hair, and I'm just like, wait, is that who I think it is? And lo and behold, it was the one and only Timothee Chalamet. And I'm just sitting there like, whoa, like, am I tripping right now? Like, is that not? And yes, it was. And I have pictures and proof of it. I'll put them on the screen, of literally seeing him. And it was from afar and everything, but it was just so crazy because this had never happened to me before. They filmed a lot of stuff near me, and I actually got to see him. And I also got to see Elle Fanning, and I didn't even realize it, and it was so crazy. I think this movie is gonna be awesome. I definitely am gonna do a review when it comes out. That's another part of my midnight talk, so stay tuned for that one, where I'm gonna do some movie reviews. But craziest experience of my life. Like, I literally could not believe it. Like, they were, I'll say, 20 feet away from me. It was crazy. But yeah, I guess that kind of, hold on. I guess that concludes my first ever midnight talk. So if you did tune in, thank you so much. And stay tuned for the next midnight talks, where I'm going to be talking about some movie reviews. And I'll have another story on there for you guys. So thank you, and bye!